Well guys, good afternoon and happy Monday to all of your sunshiny faces. Oh my goodness guys. Today was such a crummy day. Actually when I woke up this morning it was like sort of raining and really cloudy outside, so we didn't end up going walking. Like I don't know if it was actually raining when I woke up, but the car was all like, there was like, it had just rained. Or was possibly still raining outside. I really couldn't tell. So, yeah, like I said, it was sort of crummy weather out today, and it's also really cold. Like each day it's supposed to get gradually warmer, but like today and tomorrow I think are supposed to be like 50s, which is very crummy. And again, it was raining today. I think it's actually raining right now. I just checked the weather to like find out what it's going to be like for the rest of this week, and I saw that it was going to be raining tomorrow, or it was raining right now. And then I don't know that it's supposed to rain like maybe into tomorrow morning, but not fully tomorrow. But like yeah, it's still supposed to be like only a high of like 57, I think. I was like, that's still cold. And then it's supposed to get like into the 60s like over the next like 3 days, and then the weekend sort of to like 60s or so. But like only like not even like high 60s. I think it's supposed to be like mid to lower 60s. And then next week it looks like those finally supposed to be like 70s consistently, and hopefully we will finally have really nice weather after that, like, and we aren't going to be getting down back into the cold weather, because I was like wearing, you know, shorts and t-shirts and stuff like that, and now I'm like, I need to wear a sweatshirt again. Like, this feels really weird. So yeah, I wore a sweatshirt today because I was like, I really don't want to be cold. And on top of that too, I just feel like really crummy too when there's like a sort of like drastic weather change, like where it's been really warm and then all of a sudden it's like cold again. Like, and it just makes me feel really like I said, sort of crummy too, just like the weather. And like, I don't know, like it's just sort of like my head bothers me, like I don't know if it's like allergies or like what it is, but I'll get like headaches a lot of times too, and I don't know either too if that's like because the furnace is on, and so, you know, all that, you know, the dust and stuff like that from the vents and everything, you know, and like we just changed our filter, but you know, there's always just some dust and stuff like that. So I don't know if that's entirely why, but like sometimes too it's a little bit in the opposite direction, like not all the times, but sometimes it was really cold and then all of a sudden we get the like that next day it's like super hot. It's like yesterday wasn't really that warm, but it was nicer out, whereas today was like cold and crummy weather at the same time, and raining and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I just didn't really feel that awesome today. I did end up getting laundry done, dishes done. I uploaded today. I didn't end up editing, but I also ended up doing a little bit of produce prep, and also made dinner for tonight too. I've just not felt overly productive today either. And on top of that, guys, I was also sort of upset because I ended up forgetting, sort of, because I was focused so much on Mother's Day. I forgot to get really anything for myself for breakfasts for this week. So like, I didn't have hash browns. I didn't get any extra hash browns last week because I knew that it was going to be warm last week. And so I didn't want to have the oven on a day when it was going to be like hot out or something. Or maybe that wasn't last week. Maybe I still had some left over, but whatever week when it was like really warm. And so like when I don't want to have to turn the oven on, because I like to have my hash browns warmed up in the oven. I don't like the way they taste if they come out of the microwave. Like certain stuff and a lot of things I don't like warmed up in the microwave. Like it just tastes like, I don't know, like jelly, like rubbery after it comes out of like something that's normally nice and crispy. Then it tastes like rubbery when it comes out of the microwave. And so like I said, I don't like how a lot of times how the microwave ends up like changing how something tastes and like the texture of it. So normally I will make my hash browns in the oven, but on days when it's like 90 degrees and still want to turn the oven on, especially in the morning, because then it just gets the house hot and it stays hot the whole rest of the day. So yeah, like I said, I ended up doing that like 2 weeks ago, I think, and maybe had some left over last week or something like that. But then I did have bagels, so I'll do bagels then if it's, like I said, a hot day, and you know, I don't want to have to turn the oven on, so I'll just do bagels in the toaster. And I realized that I had used the last bagel yesterday, and then on top of that too, we also didn't end up picking up any new bread, so we only had a couple slices of the like sprouted whole grain bread left, which is what I normally do avocado toast with. So luckily we had avocados, and I did have that, so I was able to make that. But because, like I said, I totally was not even thinking like, oh, I'm gonna need a couple things too, and I honestly thought maybe we'd still had a bag of bagels left, so that's why I wasn't even thinking about it. And normally when we go into Aldi too, my dad sort of winds up handling the bread stuff, because he normally, like, he makes sandwiches every day, you know, well, not every day, but a lot of times he'll wind up making sandwiches like for work and stuff like that. So he sort of keeps up with, you know, like, oh, we're out of bread or we're out of bagels, because sometimes he'll also have bagels. And so he normally sort of stays up, you know, on top of that sort of thing. And so it didn't even wind up crossing my mind when we were in Aldi yesterday to like be like, oh yeah, we needed bread, or we needed, so I don't even know if we have any white bread left. Like I said, I think there's a couple slices of the whole grain bread left. But today my dad did end up going and stopping at Aldi actually to pick up hash browns and bagels, because like I said, I thought that there was like maybe one bagel left or something like that, and there wasn't even this morning. So I don't mind doing like avocado toast for breakfast. It just takes a lot longer to make, because I gotta make the toast, which is okay, like it's almost the same as doing bagels, right? But then, so I gotta open the avocado and take the pit out, you know, cut it all up, get it all, scoop it out of, you know, the skin and everything, and then, you know, put it in a bowl, mix it all up, do a little salt. Normally I just do it with salt, or sometimes I will add a little bit of cheese to it, and then spread it on my toast once the toast is done. And then, like, it just seems like a really long process, whereas like when I make the hash browns, I take 2 hash browns out, put them on a tray, wait for the the oven to finish preheating, throw them in there for 10 minutes on one side, flip them over, do 10 minutes on the other side. I don't even have to do anything, because it takes 10 minutes on the one side. I normally wind up doing the laundry in that 10 minutes in the morning, flip it over, do the dishes the next 10 minutes in the morning, and I am done. My breakfast is done, and I've already finished 2 of my big chores for the day in 20 minutes while I'm waiting for my breakfast to cook. Whereas like I have to like babysit the avocado toast basically, and like, okay, now I gotta scoop it out, add all this stuff to it. Like it takes me too long, and I just like something where I can just like not have to deal with it or worry about it, and it's just like made when I'm done. So like I was able to do no, I didn't end up doing dishes this morning. I ended up doing dishes before I did before I made dinner, and then I ended up doing laundry after that. So yeah, like I said, it was just a really sort of like, you know, like, I don't know, it just takes me too long in the morning. I need stuff that is just really fast, like you don't have to deal with, like I said, making it. And like on top of that too though, with the avocado, like you can't really pre-make it either, because then the avocado turns all brown and like gross by the next morning. And so it's not like I can be like, oh, the avocado part of the toast is ready, all I have to do is just put the toast in the toaster and then just spread the, you know, avocado on there. Like I can't do that, because it's, you know, like will be bad by then. So I could do like the breakfast potatoes that I do sometimes too, because those I don't mind the way they taste when they're warmed up in the microwave, because I normally wind up baking them ahead of time. But that's the whole thing too, is that I have to find a day when it's going to be cool out, like, so I can bake them and then have them ready for the whole week, and then I can eat them throughout the week. So my dad did wind up stopping though at, like I said, at Aldi today, and ended up picking up those 2 things. I didn't even tell him either. I was like, I should probably tell him, because I was trying to think today too, like for tomorrow, I was like, what am I gonna have for breakfast tomorrow? I'm gonna do avocado toast 2 days in a row. I was like, and my thing is always too, like, I only normally get 4 avocados in a week, and I also like to have those chickpea avocado feta salad sort of things. And so if I only get 4 avocados in a week, and I wind up doing that for twice for like dinner or lunch or something like that, then I only have 2 avocados to do for breakfast. So I was like, I'm gonna run out really quick. But we did have a couple left over still from last week, so that wasn't like, it wouldn't be too big of a deal. But I was like, I wouldn't have enough for 5 days during the week to make myself that every single day. And I was like, I'm out of ideas after that point. Like, I guess I just have to go to cereal. And I also don't like sugary cereal for breakfast. I only like Honey Nut Cheerios, which isn't too sweet, or regular Cheerios. Sometimes I don't mind like Rice Chex or Rice Krispies, but like I don't like rice cereal that much. Like I like Cheerios more, like the whole sort of grain stuff. I just realized though I did have my box of Kashi cereal in here I could have eaten. Oh well. I totally forgot about that. So yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't like sugary cereal with milk. I only like other like whole grain cereal sort of with milk, but the sugary cereal, I hate when it turns the milk and makes it taste all sugary. Like, I don't know, that's just gross to me. I don't really like anything though like mushy like that either, like cereal and milk. And Jack's the same way too. Jack does not like to have milk and cereal, but like Matthew, when now that he's home for summer, which he is, like we will probably wind up going through multiple boxes of cereal and multiple gallons of milk, because like probably close to like, you know, like we would normally go through a gallon every 2 weeks sometimes. We'll probably go through a gallon every week because Matthew has cereal every morning for breakfast. And luckily though, I bought like 8 boxes of cereal last week. I counted between Walgreens and Jewel. So we got a lot of cereal, but that's a good thing too, so he can eat that all up. And we can use up a lot of the stuff that we have in the pantry already. But I'm not a huge fan of that. Like I said, Jack isn't. And I don't know, I guess my mom really isn't that much either. Like, she will like it every once in a while. She'll really want like a bowl of cereal and milk, but like a lot of times she just likes to snack on it, more like a snack sort of like cereal. And like that's sort of how me and Jack like to eat it too. Like we just pour ourselves a bowl of cereal and like snack on it if it's like more like a sugary cereal. And again, like I said, if it's more of like a whole grain sort of cereal, like that's the kind of stuff like an oats or rice or something like that, then I will eat that with milk, but that's the only way. So yeah, I didn't even think about that. Maybe I'll actually, no, you know what? She'll probably try and finish using the hash browns while it's still gonna be cool this week, because the next week when it gets warm, those hash browns will still be in the freezer and I won't want to make them because it's gonna be too hot in the house. Also too, we're thinking that we possibly have an idea of what we're actually doing now with the air conditioner and getting that all fixed up as well, which is sort of nice though, because we don't have that like completely in yet, and we didn't necessarily know with what we were gonna go with and all that kind of stuff. So it actually is sort of a blessing, I guess, that it is cool right now, because we don't have to worry about needing to have the air conditioner fixed. So like I said, I guess that is a little bit of a blessing in disguise sort of thing. But it's like May. I would really love for it to, you know, have some very, very warm weather, but I don't mind it so much, especially like in this early, you know, like the spring sort of time. Like March through like May to me is like the temperature's totally gonna fluctuate. By the time June rolls around, I expect it to be like warm, like not below 70. Like that to me is like should be by that time summer weather. So anyways though, guys, yeah, I will see you all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love it if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your in the shiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.